Hello, my little ponies, and happy Halloween! Today we have a very special unboxing of the latest set in My Little Pony, the card game.
Hello, everyone, and it is an exciting Halloween for me to be able to be unboxing this on the special day itself. This is the newest set for the My Little Pony card game, set 3 Nightmare Nights, and it is all spooky, kooky Halloween themed. I'm super excited to be cracking into this, so we're going to see just what we can get. Like the sets before, it appears to be a 190 card set with the different quantities of unique cards you can get in each of the individual rarities and the alternate art ones you can get as well. The box is actually kind of interesting because in the last ones they had foiling on the box front, and this one is pretty straight up matte. The only glints of foil you get is actually from the plastic wrapper itself. So, yeah, I will get some scissors and crack into it. Go. So yeah, a little bit texture glossy, but otherwise not too much. And the backing board, the purple back, has some foil glint to it. They generally do a monochrome style back behind it for when the front gets pulled off. Cool. Not as difficult a pull tab this time, which is nice. And here are the booster packs. There's the treat. Trick or treating, that's the treat. You get boosters. Oh, that'd be cool. Imagine if you could go around and get handed My Little Pony boosters for trick or treating. That would be so wicked. Alright, first pack of the box. It's upside down. There we go. It's eerily. And a big 7 inspiration eerily. Rainbow Dash in a Shadow Bolts outfit, which looks to be one of the ones that gets its cost reduced if you control a Pegasus. So that's cool, a nice strong Rainbow Dash. Ooh, half the cards are right way up, half are upside down, but this colourful rare, Rainbow Dash swooping for the Crystal Heart, trying to evade King Sombra. Wow. That is cool. Looks like he's riding a shadow cloud. So, they had always promised us from the start for this card game that there would be original stories that weren't depicted anywhere else. They'd be exclusive to the card game. And I think we are finally starting to see some of that shining through. So, that is going to be really cool to keep track of what new stories we get to go with the card game. And a purple scene card. That's cool. It's like Ponyville stage. And there's the code cards you generally get for redeeming in their app. There's a band performing on stage. Yes, going to be very excited to keep track of that story as it unfolds and see what new tales they spin. So is this going to be that? Yeah, okay, it looks like the first... Oh, that's confusing. Some of these upside down, some right way up. No idea what they're doing, but that is Cora in her Nightmare Nights outfit with the spiders in her hair. That is cool. And an Applejack and a Twilight Sparkle Silver Rare. Looking out a telescope. There is another one of the purple scene cards, the code card, and then there's Spike hoeing into some candy. If I'm not mistaken, I'd seen the ads saying that these would line up. So that is going to be cool. You can make up a full diorama using these. Which will mean if you can get the coloured variants, because I think each box generally, for at least the past sets, has come with one full colour scene card. If you can get all three of those, you'd have a full colour depiction. And here we have our first story card, which is actually chapter 3 of this particular story. There's the headless horse outside of Fluttershy's window. She would not be too happy about that. And here's part 2, which looks to be of the same story. Yes, it is, because it's got the same primary story title. They're all dressed up, ready for Nightmare Night, and Fluttershy is probably not looking to join them. Oh, look at that! It's Madame Mare as the clown! Spike could never take her seriously, but that is such a fun card. It's so colourful. Does really well at pops. There is an orange scene. So that, is that going to be an Applejack or a different? So I've got purple. Oh no, they were purple and orange. That was it. There was purple scenes and orange scenes. And they would line up the purples with purples and orange with orange, I think it was. Because they've done some cool advertising reels for this one. So getting to see a bit ahead of time. There is Pinkie Pie making a Halloween haunted house cake, it looks like. And Fluttershy there. There's another orange scene card. Lots of spinning. A lot of spinning to get this the right way up. There's Rarity in her wedding dress from Cadence's wedding. Because the booster sets have been following the story of the show so far, but they cut off right before the royal wedding with Princess Cadence in shining armor. So we'll be getting cards for that in this set. At least off of her being in her wedding outfit, the bridesmaid outfit. Here we go. Ooh. Focus in there. So it looks like this is Rainbow Dash's story. She may win like some honorary Wonderbolts hangout. That's pretty cool. There's an Applejack story card. A Nightmare Moon. Wow. So that's a gold rare. She looks fierce. I love over the water puddle with just the droplet. And look, there's Princess Luna reflected in it. See, let's... So her reflection is still showing Princess Luna in there. That is cool. Another orange scene. And Spike going on his dragon quest. And having Cranky Doodle give him a raft lift. And here is story number 3 of what would be Rarity's story. She's getting all clung in spiderwebs there. There's a Big Mac. And we've got a gold rare Rainbow Dash. Swinging on a line with a candy-filled jack-o'-lantern. That is cool. The like swashbuckling suit going on under there with a cape. Nice. There's our scene card. And Applejack lifting a bale of hay as the event card. Here we go. We got Granny Smith. The Cake Twins with Pinkie Pie. There is another scene card. Applejack in her wedding outfit. And Featherweight taking pictures of everything. And here we go. This would be the last stage in Applejack's story. Another Cheerily. And this is one of the two-part cards. This is the Twilight Sparkle. From all of us together we are friends. That's cool. It's got the signature. This is the alt art. The alt art of the gold rare Twilight Sparkle. So they'd done with some of the gold rares, they'd done the art links up with another card. This one links up with Starswell the Bearded. That is sweet. There is another scene card. And the Pumpkin Catapult Competition. I'm going to be really excited to find out what these stories say. I haven't gotten to translate them yet. But I've been getting to do a fair amount of translations for a lot of the cards. And even they've started releasing, very exciting news, they've started releasing some of the English stuff, previews and going to cons to show them off. There's an Applejack story. So we've actually got an English rules reference and everything like that. So I'm updating the Wikipedia page to cover all of the English terminology. It's very exciting. There's Twilight dressed as Starswell the Bearded. There is our scene card. Our code card. The Flim Flam Brothers. I think that's Flam, isn't it? I've got to say, I've never actually tried to learn which was which out of them. That is funny. I've only just realised that you always refer to them as the Flim Flam Brothers. And there's all the fillies dressed up in their Nightmare Nights outfits. There's another of the Fluttershy story card. An Applejack one. An orange scene card. A code card. There's Zecora telling the story of Nightmare Moon, the one they tell on Nightmare Nights. And there's the Spider Toss competition. The fun has been doubled. There's another Rainbow Dash, an Angel Bunny, and the fun has been doubled. We got another Nightmare Moon, which there's Adam Mag giving a speech. We'll divvy these out for a sec. The Nightmare Moon we'd gotten before, was that an alt art? Down here, focus in. No, two different cards. Oh, yep, I can now see the cost. So we get 2 Nightmare Moons in the set. That's cool. Anyone who's a fan of Nightmare Moon, in for a treat with this one. They are awesome. Another of that Fluttershy story stage again. An Applejack stage 1. And an Applejack from the box art. The Mummy. That is cool as. Got Princess Luna in the background, would be the adventurer. Applejack shambling around the mummy with the treasure. Wicked. So that's another one of our colourful rares, which will probably be the last colourful rare we get for the box, I think, based on standard distributions. And we got a Twilight Sparkle. There is an Applejack Story Stage 4, a eerily, and is this our Ruby Rare? It is. We got Rainbow Dash, done up in her wedding outfit, about to do a amazing sonic rainboom at Cadence's wedding, getting ready to jet into the sky. Awesome. That's a good one. And scene card. And there's Derpy zapping herself with a thundercloud that she's somehow managing to kick the lightning out of in the wrong direction. Gotta love Derpy, don't you? I just don't know what went wrong. There's Maya Maya, again in her clown outfit. Ooh. There's a Fluttershy Stage 1 of the story cards. Orange Scene, Code Card, Bag of Candy for Pinkie Pie, and a Fluttershy. There would be Rarity's Stage 1 story, Pinkie Pie, King Sombra. Wicked. I'm very happy with that. When I was seeing the spoilers for some of the cards that could come in there, I loved the design of this card. There was the flow, the look. King Sombra, I don't know that he's many people's favourites, especially after he was brought back, but he's still a cool character. But this card looks amazing. So one of my favourites from what I had seen spoiled to this set. Happy as with that. Scene card, code card, Rarity going to the art auction. Or the art exhibit, I think. The auction was a different outfit. And yeah, we'd seen that Pinkie Pie from the start of the pack. There's Pinkie Pie, Stage 2 story. A Rainbow Dash Stage 2 story. You can see that they're starting to do art from different areas. There's one of the Wonderbolts up in the clouds there. A ghost-looking cloud. But it's not just a reskin of what's in the show for those stories now, which is cool. Rainbow Dash bored and playing with a ball in the hospital. And there is Matilda's diary, I think that one is. Unless it's Cranky Doodles before Pinkie Pie managed to mangle that one. There's the Pinkie story. Oh, look at that. That would probably be Twilight Sparkle's final stage. All of them in Halloween Nightmare Nights outfits. That's Celestia done up as Chrysalis. That is a crazy outfit. It's like, you gonna change and look like us? Then I will change into you. This is funny. And Nightmare Moon for Princess Luna. And Nightmare Moon for Princess Luna. Got two of this one. And then scene card, code card, and Dizzied Twilight Sparkle. Here we go on the tail stretch. Got two more after this. There's Big Mac. My camera's... There we go. Big Mac, a Pinkie Pie story card. Ooh. Look at this. It's our alt Sapphire rare. Fluttershy trying to buy stuff at the markets. That is a sweet one. Her coming up all shy, trying to get some asparagus. Got her a bit in mouth. Lovely. I love the alt art sapphires. They do full display art for the card. It's like some of the good stuff you can get from Pokemon illustration cards. They do really well. There is another scene card. Spike sweeping up. And the Big Mac from the start of the pack. And we've got Rainbow Dash, Angel Bunny. There is our full color Emerald Rare scene card. So that's what you'll be looking to try and make up the full diorama display with. I wonder, I've got to translate that and find out who it says they're for. And Spike, dressed as a dragon. No one would be able to pick what he is. Looking very fierce. Actually makes the dragon outfit look fierce too. The angles that they've done that at. There's Pinkie Pie painting Applejack's barn. And the last pack. Story card for Applejack. Twilight Sparkle. Zecora. Oh man, look at that. I hadn't seen that one spoiled yet. Blowing her magic dust to make an illusion image of Nightmare Moon. That is beautiful. Wow. Yeah, that is a stunning card. That is a very stunning card. Whoop. And the scene card flying away. The code card and the Dizzy Twilight. So that is one full box of the new Nightmare Night set with all of its wonderful hits. Having the villains coming into it is really cool. I love the Halloweeny aesthetic to it. Sweet and spooky. And new stories for us to delve into. Yeah. And let's have a quick look at what these lined up scene cards look like. See if I got the full sets. It does appear so for this one, which lines up to look like that. So that's the purple scene cards diorama there. Then the orange ones, that's these three. Do they have... I'll just look quickly. They're all marked as the same collector number, so you just got to figure out which orientation you need to have them around in. Don't know if that's the order or maybe... It is like a puzzle, isn't it? That goes there, which must mean that goes there, does it? Wow. Not as easy as I was expecting. I do not do many puzzles, I gotta be honest. That looks like, yeah, the big top lines up there, which means this has to be that one. So they're not necessarily at the same height, or they're made to be spread out a bit more, because the orange sidebars there cut off a little. But that is that diorama, I think. Unless there's 4. We'll figure it out, but we got the 3 purple ones right. Thank you so much for joining me for this special Halloween spooky unboxing. I hope you enjoyed getting to see what came in the latest set, and I am going to have a lot of fun putting these into binders and decks and playing around and translating them and seeing what they do, seeing how the story unfolds, and getting to chat with all of you in the comments as well as in the Discord. If you want to join into that, if you haven't already, I'll put an invite in the description. So, have a happy Halloween and a wonderful nightmare night to you all. Bye for now.